a homemade distillery, if you may, right? And what the basic concept of distilling is.
Welcome to Indian Cocktails, a show about making delicious cocktail drinks. I'm going to take you through a variety of international cocktail mixes with ingredients sourced in India.
Hey guys, welcome to another cocktail vlog. I'm in Goa in the monsoon season and I'm here in a resort called Taj Exotica, and the views and the climate is just spectacular. Maybe I'll shoot some drone footage and show you guys how beautiful everything is around here, right? And because I'm in Goa, I found something really interesting that I wanted to share with everybody. And what we're going to talk about today or learn about today is moonshine, right? What is moonshine? Moonshine is alcohol distilled at home for home use. Usually it's done in villages. It's done by home enthusiasts. Anybody who has the knowledge of distilling alcohol can create this at home. Different countries use different grains and fruits to create moonshine, right? The basic process of moonshine is you take a grain, or a fruit, you mix that with either sugar or jaggery, yeast and water, and you put it aside for some days and let it kind of ferment, and then you take that fermented mixture and you distill it, right? That's like the basic explanation of what a moonshine really is. In Goa, the most common moonshine is called Urak, which is this clear one. This is made out of the cashew fruit, and it is the first process to distilling Feni, right? So Feni is obviously double distilled and then labeled and sold with a government license, etc. So that's the first step of creating Feni, is creating Urak. And the second one that we have is a moonshine that I've made out of pineapple. So the Urak, I purchased it locally, and the pineapple moonshine actually has a good story behind it. I found some villagers who were ready to help me out, and they helped me make the pineapple moonshine, right? And so for the pineapple moonshine, I'll show you some videos of the same. What we did is we took pineapple and we shredded them into pieces, and in a barrel we put pineapple, jaggery, yeast, and a lot of water, and mixed it every day for around 10 days. After which we took that solution or the residue and we put it into a homemade distillery, if you may, right? And what the basic concept of distilling is, you take the liquid that you have kept for 10 days where the fermentation has started, after which you boil it so that it gets converted into vapor. You then cool that vapor using cold water and then collect it into a bottle or any jar that you might, right? So that's the basic concept of creating a moonshine. And like I said, we have two different fruits. One is cashew, one is pineapple. So what we're going to do today is just taste them, get the notes of it. I've tasted both of them, but I haven't actually made a drink out of them. So what we'll do, the second part, is we'll make a drink out of each one of them, okay? So let's start with both of them, and I have two shot glasses here which I can use. So let me get that. And it is a little hot, so excuse me. So let's get this is the Urak, which is the cashew one. And this is your pineapple moonshine. So let's try the Urak first. It does have a very strong cashew fragrance, and yep. So it's obviously neat alcohol, like any neat alcohol that you have. Very strong, but very smooth because it's distilled pretty well, and it has a good aftertaste of cashew. If you like Feni, you will definitely like Urak. Urak is obviously cheaper. You can buy it in bulk. So a lot of people in Goa do have Urak. And then the second one that we have is the pineapple moonshine that we made. This does obviously have the pineapple notes in it. So the pineapple one, I think, is a little sweeter than the cashew one, because I think we used more jaggery while creating that. So This is sweeter, this is sharper, it's more clear, it's distilled better because this was just bought locally, right? So how would you actually create a drink out of it? Let's see that. So now let's see how you'll actually create a drink out of it, right? The Urak typically is made with, is usually had with limca or maybe a Sprite. So I have 7-Up here. So let me just get a little bit of it. This should be approximate. I don't have my measuring or any equipment here, so we'll have to go with the basics. We have some ice. Let's get some ice into it. So let's top that off with ice, right? And for the Urak, it's usually had, like I said, with limca, and you have to have a chili with it. The chili cuts the sweetness down and gives a little bit of a kick. So let's top this off with Sprite. Okay. Let's add some lemon juice or just lime. Okay. And let's take, you need a chili which is just sliced or slit up, and put it into that. And there you have. This is Urak, which is sourced locally and had by the locals. And we're going to taste this in a bit. I want to taste them actually side by side. So let me also get the pineapple moonshine. So I did ask them how do they have the pineapple moonshine, and somebody just replied or told me that, you know what, all you need is lime, but a little bit more lime. So more than the Urak, because you're not going to add the chili in this. So 2 wedges of lime. I'm just going to add a lime into it. And soda. Sorry, need to add the moonshine itself. Okay. So the ice, lime, a little bit of moonshine, and top that off with some club soda. Great. So let's, obviously if you look at the color, I think they're both are transparent. This one is a little more translucent. But let's give it a taste. Oh, the Urak is really good. I think it goes well with the 7-Up, and you get the aftertaste of chili. That is really good actually. Something that I've not experienced before. The chili adds a very good dimension to this drink. So definitely if you're trying this out with Feni, you can do the same thing with Feni. If you can buy Feni, you can use either a Sprite or a 7-Up, but don't forget to add the chili and lime. It's extremely important. It's going to give you the real taste. And then you have the pineapple moonshine with just lime in it. Yeah. So this one is obviously not that sweet because it just has soda in it. But the lime and the pineapple, so the flavor of the pineapple and the lime are going pretty well with each other. So highly recommended. If you want, you can increase the quantity of lime. Even add a little bit of simple syrup if that's what you want. But I prefer it to get the actual taste of the moonshine, to have it with soda and just some lime, right? And it's really good. Let me try this one again. So there you guys have it. It's Urak and pineapple moonshine. It took me a while to create this video because it took me obviously 2 weeks to create the pineapple moonshine, and I wanted to do both of them together. Really good combination. You can get a hold of Feni and try the limca or Sprite with the chili. Don't forget the chili. It's going to be really good. See you in the next cocktail video. Cheers.